Dr. Lisa, launch your income. Come on in, friends. We are talking all things going live. I am getting myself set up. I just realized I was running late. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for my supporters going to come through. I know there's quite a bit of folks that are going to come through to support the live. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you all joining. We are going to get started in just a few seconds. I have to get the screen up and running. We're going to go live on the YT and the TT. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate the support. Give me 1 second. My screen's getting up and running. And we're going to get started. Give me 1 second, July 7 at 1. Okay. And okay, friends, we're going to get started. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my live, thank you for joining. I appreciate everybody who is going to be coming in. If you have not started yet, thank you so much for the support. We're going to get started soon. And you guys know I co-stream, so we're going to get to moving and shaking pretty soon. This is my go live and monetize your expertise and go live with confidence. And we're going to talk about live host hacks for you to make sure you feel confident and comfortable going live. So that's what this is all about, friends. We're going to get to going in a second. Appreciate you all joining the live. Let me know if there's any specific questions and we will get to going. Hello, how you doing, Carissa? Thank you so much. Hi, hello, everybody. Everybody, you guys just come in so quickly. YouTube is awesome about just sending folks in, and my people who are saying hello. You said hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying hi to the live. I appreciate all the likes. Make sure you like the live. Click the like button. Click the comment. Put a comment in, and then subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. So I love your. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the compliments. What do you do? What do I do? I am a live host. So we're going to talk about live hosts. I go live. I live stream. And so that's what I do. If you look at my channel, it's a lot of live streaming. That's what I mainly do. And so it's my way of engaging and talking to people and making sure that you understand my brand, what I have to offer, how do I support you in your journey to go live. If you click my description in my bio, I have a couple of links where you can go to my stand store, schedule appointments, and all the things. Waze is your first. Waze is your first time. What does that mean? Is this my first time? No. I go live all the time. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. And with my liveness, with my live journey, I go live so that I can essentially make sure that I am going live and supporting all of you. I got distracted because there was something else pop on my screen, but I got you, friends. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be talking about all things going live. I also co-stream, so you're going to see me on my phone. I co-stream from YouTube as well. My mom's mom. Do you the same thing? Does she? My mom do the same thing. My mom's mom. Was that it? Cookie Bandit, what is Cookie Bandit? Are you over 18? Let me ask that. Let me ask that before we get to talking too much, friend. I don't want to get you in trouble with being in a live room with me talking about going live, and you're not eligible to go live yet. I think you have to be 18 years older. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the support. We are going to get to going live on the other platform. Feel free to comment and connect with me. I appreciate you all. Come on in. We are going to get to talking and chatting, and friends. This is my go live, and we're going to talk about live host hacks. You said I'm 8. Cookie Monster, you ain't supposed to be on Cookie Bandit. You're not supposed to be on here. I appreciate you, friend. Um, I appreciate you so much, but what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to make sure. Let me know. I'm gonna have to make sure we're gonna put you in timeout for a little bit because YouTube will get me in trouble. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for coming on in. My other friends, how you doing? Come on in. We're gonna get to chatting. The 8-year-old could not stay in the room because the 8-year-old is not eligible to be in the room. All who are coming in, thank you so much. This is the Go Live. We're gonna talk about live host hacks for all of you all. So come in. We're gonna get to chatting and stuff. And I'm also setting up the treasure box. And all of you who are coming in, we're gonna get to talking and chatting both on both channels. So thank you all for coming into the room. We will get to chatting and connecting. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you. Miss Darlene, how are you, friend? I just left you a voice memo answering your questions. I hope you are able, and let me know what the first voicemail was, just clarity in terms of YouTube versus TikTok, and just making sure you had clarity there. And then the other voice memo was a memo to explain how to add the link tree link on your TikTok for here on your TikTok file. So I just wanted to make sure I was clear when with your question. You said, of course. Hold on. You said, of course, TikTok. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure. I was like, let me make sure we're talking about the same platforms. now, to that point, you can add a link in your description on YouTube also. That's just, again, it's whatever link that you're going to add to TikTok. You're copying the link where your viewers are able to see that link tree, the one that shares out, the one that is visible for viewers. Because I'm assuming there's the with the platform, you're looking at it from a administrator from the setup side. So you want to make sure that you have it on the viewer side. How you doing, friend? How you doing, Alondria? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hey, friend. Hey. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You guys are catching me. I just saw a glimpse of it. Let me see. I gotta take the gum out my mouth. You guys will hear me talk about gum. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I appreciate you. You guys will hear me talk about gum when I do my shop lives because I am a gum person. I'm a gum chewer. I chew gum nonstop when I have time to. And so that's one of the running jokes when I talk about the neural gum, that particular gum, because I have it in my mouth all the time. And it was just in my mouth because I was just chewing it. So I was like, let me take this gum out my mouth. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. We are doing the last day of Community Fest. And then we are going to keep it moving, friends. We're going to keep it moving. That's what it's going to be all about. We are going to get ourselves set up. I'm going to get to talking a little bit because my live topic today is live host hacks for you. And so really when I talk about this, I'm really talking about it from a context of mindset, but also making sure my people who are new to going live are at ease and have questions answered. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, my friends coming in to share the live, I appreciate you. Hello, everybody. We're gonna get the room moving and shaking in a second. We'll see with the last day of Community Fest. We'll see how many people are in these TikTok streets and moving through the room. So thank you so much. So Miss Darlene, did you actually have a chance? Because I sent it like 5 minutes ago, the voice memos. Did you get a chance to see them as of yet? I just wanted to make sure you got a chance to connect with them, get a chance to look at them yet, listen to them yet. And then if you have any other, not yet. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I was going to say, if you have any additional questions, just send me a message there and I'll answer. Yeah. just really quickly, you're going to your profile for the link tree, is where your profile is, and in this edit profile, that's what you're clicking. You should be in that space. When you mentioned it, I said I couldn't envision where you were clicking, but you should be on your profile page for TikTok under your photo, right under your friends and followers. That edit profile is what you're clicking. So you're essentially editing your profile. And so that's where you would go in to edit your bio. So right under bio, yes, okay. So right under bio it should be the word links. And that's what you're clicking. You're clicking the links. And then you're clicking the one that says website. That's what you're going to click. And then you would add the link for the link tree. And again, this is where it depends on how Linktree is set up. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty certain most of them, when you have your administrative side, there should be an option for you to share out your link tree. So that's the link you want, the one that you would share out to other people. So you want to copy that link and paste it into that space on TikTok. So that's pretty much what you're doing. You're copying and pasting there. Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you all. We're going to bring some more friends into the room shortly. We are doing the treasure box, so we'll see how TikTok pushes the live out soon. And we're getting to connect with more people. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. That's why I'm having problems at the copying and pasting. Oh, from the Linktree side. Is that it? From the Linktree side? You must, yeah, it must be on the Linktree side that you're having problems with it. Again, I don't know what Linktree, I don't have Linktree, so I don't know what it looks like from that side. But yeah, so if you, yeah, if you copy the link. How you doing, D-Rob? Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you have a copy and paste feature there, sometimes they just have maybe even a link that itself where it has like a little a link symbol, and you might be able to click that, and that automatically copies it. And then what you would do is on the website for the TikTok side is where you would do the paste. What's going on, Doc? Nothing much, friend. We are in the very last day, of the regular rounds for of the global round for Community Fest. Could I just do a stand story? You could, you could, you could. It's a cost. Is the link tree free? I'm not sure about the different link tree plans. Hopefully you didn't pay for it. I think there's some free version. There's a free version of Linktree. Then there's, as you need more, I guess, capacity, then there's a paid version. The free version is what I'm using. That's probably why it's so hard. Okay, so here's what I would recommend. Let's stick to the free version for now. But I guess maybe we do need to make a quick check-in conversation, because I think what I'm hearing is that you are, send me a voice memo. Let's figure out what exactly you need. Maybe we can just kind of talk through it on a voice memo first. If not, we can find a time to connect and chat. Okay, so I think I don't want to assume that I don't know what's in your link tree. Maybe that's the question. Like, what are you putting in the link tree? And so, depending on what you're putting in the link tree is where you would need to decide what type of platform you want to have it hosted on. Thank you so much, D-Rob. Appreciate your level 14. Congratulations. I'm trying to put my very first ebook in that link tree. Is it free? Is it a free ebook? Or is it a paid product? You want to, I'm assuming it might be a free product. If it's a free product, you're just trying to do that, then that's fine. Thank you all for the goals. We are doing Community Fest. I appreciate you all coming into the room. Thank you so much. We're going to do Community Fest a little bit more. This is our last day of it. All who are coming in, thank you so much. Appreciate the, yeah, Ms. Darlene, we have to see what exactly you want to do with that. Hey, Rafi, thank you so much. TLC Time Gen X. How are you, friend? How are you? I love the name. I added a free journal and affirmation book with it. Okay, awesome. Both of them are free products. I'm assuming they're both free. Um, and because of that, thank you all. Thank you for sharing the live. No, $7. um, yeah, we need to talk then, because I don't know Linktree enough. Why don't somebody have to tell me if Linktree has the ability for you to do payment processing. I maybe it does, but I always thought it had to be in a platform that allows you to get the payment. You know, someone could click your click to purchase and then buy it. I thought Linktree only housed different links for you. Like maybe you had an Amazon page and you're affiliate there. You have maybe you do have a Stan store and you want to link it there, but you have these different links. And Linktree helped to house those links. Now, I'm assuming that some version of Linktree, there's a paid version that does something. And so the question is, what does that paid version do? So yeah, this is what happened when I stepped out of your room. what, what happened? What you mean? You missed it? You missed what I said? I appreciate you, friend. Yeah, we can chat. But yeah, maybe we need to chat on the offline just so I can get a better sense of what you need, and we can go from there. I think ultimately, thank you all. Appreciate you, Wiser. Thank you so much, Mr. Arlene. D Rob, appreciate you. D Rob, how is your life journey going, friend? Everything going well? Nika Grace, how are you coming on into the house? How's everything going? Hey, friends. I'm all confused. Yeah, the Linktree, like I said, I'm not as familiar with Linktree because I'm thinking Linktree may not be the right solution for what you're trying to do. That's my understanding of how Linktree operates. I'm not sure though. Um, when I think about um, what exactly you're trying to achieve with a payment processing system, there's a couple others out there that are a good first step. And so, I always want to think about free platforms that are not too challenging, good first step, and will get you what you need, but you're not breaking the bank. So that's my thinking. Serial, thank you so much. Serial lady, a lady entrepreneur, thank you so much. It's okay. The shopping stuff is better. Um, oh, you're doing TikTok shop too. Okay, I didn't know that. Are you doing it all on one page in terms of your, and are you doing shoppable lives? You said my pleasure. Appreciate your friend. What is GMV? By the way, how does it help us? uh, that's my thinking too. Okay, okay. Look into PayHip. PayHip, PAYHIP. PayHip, Miss Darlene. Look into that one. There's another one. I can't think of the name right now. Okay. GMV. GMV is gross merchandising value. Merchandise value. Gross merchandise value. GMV is essentially the sales. GMV is important. GMV is very important, actually. It's the main thing that they evaluate in terms of if you're selling, what you're selling, how many you've sold. So essentially, just think about it as your sales number. So if if you're a salesperson, that's not your commission. Your commission is what they, obviously your commission is what you get paid, but your GMV is what the collective sellers getting brand deals, getting collab deals, getting freebies, or I'm sorry, samples, TikTok as well when it comes to sharing how you are performing as a affiliate. They look at the GMV. That's pretty much what's happening. They're looking at your GMV to see, okay, are you a good salesperson? And and they don't look at commissions because obviously commissions, similar to sales, both things can vary vastly. So you might have a product that is you know sales of $50 per purchase, but your commission is only $2, or your commission might be $1, or your commission might be $60. So they look at GMV primarily. Okay, I thought is that my money? No, it's not your money. No, that's not your money. That's not the column you're looking at. That's their money. So yeah, your gross merchandise value. So essentially, it's your sales. So when you are selling your different products, they add that all up. I mean, it's different depending on what products you're selling. They add that up. So you'll hear people they'll say, yeah, my GMV is worth $100,000 because it may very well be because they didn't sell so many products at different price points, and all of that is calculated together. And so there are people who look at their overall GMV to kind of determine how good of a salesperson they are. That's kind of a way to determine it. And when I say brands will look at that, and sellers, they often want you to have some sales. If you're going to be a person that they're going to be able to give you a sample to sell their product. So they often look at your GMV and be like, okay, does this person have some sales? Oh, okay, they done sold a few thousand. That's great. Let me make sure that I get with them because I now want them to sell my products. So it's an indication of how well you sell. Yeah. I think doing the big girl clothing because I've always struggled to find cute things that fit. Oh, you like doing? Okay, I like doing. I'm sorry, I said think. I like doing. Oh, that's good. And so when you say GMV, you've had some sales. You said it. You said that you like shop better. Are you doing shop videos or lives? Which one do you do? Thank you all who are coming into the live. Thank you for joining. We are talking all things going live. Going live. I titled this today, I said, this is my live post hacks for you. So we're here to talk a little bit about, I like to make this more my mindset conversation because I get a lot of my nervous, scared, shy folks. But we also want to be strategic about how do we go live, and we're able to go live in a way that is most effective because we understand the platform, we understand how to connect and engage. And then this is the last day of Community Fest, so you'll see where I'm doing the Community Fest treasure box as well as Community Fest up here, where you can click Community Fest. Let's see. Yeah, videos I made. Okay, look at you. You did well, yeah. And well, I'm assuming that is commission, and so your GMV is higher. Yeah, so that's good. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. So thank you for supporting. Appreciate the cheers. Thank you so much over here. People supporting the live over this way too. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions on the YouTube as well. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, good. That's awesome, friend. I appreciate you sharing that. Yeah, I tell people when it comes to shop can be, to me, it is an easier path to sales than the videos. The videos are kind of like, to me, a chore. It's kind of like here, it's a chore. Just come see me live and I can just talk and answer your questions. As opposed to having to think of the content, produce the content, film the content, do all the hashtag, call to action, all of the stuff to it, music selection, all that you got to do. And then before you know it, you done spent 45 minutes doing one thing that is only lasting 30 seconds. So that to me is like the annoying part. And similar for shop. You said right. That 45 minutes, I could have said so much in that 45 minutes, but no, I got to do a video that is literally 30 seconds, and half of it I'm not talking because maybe there's music and some other stuff going on. So yeah, so that is the content for you, but it's a necessary part of the process. You obviously, if you have enough volume out there, especially as certain hashtags are trending, certain sounds are trending, certain products are trending, you're able to get that volume in front of people. You're able to get it in front of people, and they essentially will purchase. So I've had some sales off my content, a few sales, but it's mainly been my lives. So I strongly encourage doing a live first, or focusing on the live if you are going to be in TikTok Shop. Um, and what we're learning. How you doing, Mario? Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you joining. We are talking all things going live. And so right now we're talking about TikTok Shop Live. I'm having success with the flash deals. Yes. Yeah, that's good. I've kind of positioned my lives as deals, looking at, whether it's right now they're doing the deals for you days, they're doing flash sales, they're doing other percentages off and stuff. And so and then free shipping is the other thing I try to do. I was doing tech, and now I'm doing health and wellness, the supplements. It's interesting. I've had a little moderate success on a few of those lives, but the majority have not been well at all. So I'm trying to figure out what is my angle. I may have to shift away from the supplements um, and just kind of stick to the tech products. So we'll see. I'm still evolving. I'm still trying to figure out what's working, what's not working. Hello, baby. What is it, baby D? Thank you so much, friend, for coming on in. Mili. Thank you so much. Giggles. How are you, friend? Come on in, my friends. We are doing all things going live. We are talking about live hosts as a shoppable live as well. Thank you so much, Susie Q, for the daily heart me. I appreciate you, friend. And so yeah, we're talking shop for a second. And let me know. I always ask people afternoon. Is it afternoon where you're at? You might be. Are you West Coast? I was teasing earlier about so many people are from the West Coast. I am. It's 4:30 here. 4:35 here. I'm on the East Coast. So thank you all for the follow. Thank you, Fairy. Appreciate your friend for the follow. Um, all who are coming in our room doing the treasure box. I appreciate y'all treasure hunting up in the room. And if you have questions along the way, okay, 4:35. Okay, we're at the table. I'm talking about. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. Okay, God lovers, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to achieve my live goal. Um, I don't know what this is. TikTok keeps pushing this in my face. Which one is this? TikTok will put different gifts in front of you to promote. I'm not going to do that one. We'll do Community Fest one more time. I may have to do it, but we'll see. That's another thing I tell people. If TikTok is encouraging you to do something, you may want to consider it. I like to say that out loud. Thank you so much. You may want to consider it. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how you doing, Sarah? Appreciate your friend. Appreciate you coming through. We are talking all things shop. So we were talking about live, and we were talking about shoppable live. Let me know if there's any other questions. D Rob, let me know if you have any questions about the process. Did you sign up with a shop agency, a TikTok shop agency? Um, I'm with Live Legion. She's good. Jessica's good. She is gonna hold your hand and throughout the process. Hey there, Doc. How you doing, Sonia? Appreciate you coming through. And so she'll hold your hand throughout the process. She's really good about that. I need to actually message her because I I want to see if the agency will be able to do anything with a violation I received recently on one of my videos. They said the way I described the pricing was not accurate. I was like, I have to beg to differ. That's how I felt. I was, I don't think you're right. So TikTok did not agree with me, needless to say, and I want to see if she could step in and support it. So, but shop is like that. It is very finicky. You got to be careful about how you say things, what you're saying. That actually thing is baffling to me. Although I did get a violation too. Yeah, the agency when it comes to shop, they all agencies, whether you're talking about the Creator Network program, which is here, and then Shop is TikTok Shop. They have agencies over there as well. Um, they all kind of speak to how they can support when it comes to violations or bans. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen too much, you know, support and advocacy in that way. Stepping in to show support, my FIP pulled me into your room. Look at you. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. And so we're talking all three things TikTok shop. Thank you all who are coming in. And if I didn't see the name, but I saw a high engager. So flying in at the top. So thank you so much for being here. I we were talking about TikTok shop for a little bit, so let me know if there's any specific questions. But yeah, those violations, they all kind of promote that. And even with Live Legion, well, let me explain this. You said agencies baffle you. So here's what I will say about them when it comes to the TikTok shop agencies. It depends on what their value proposition is and how they can best support you. So that's what I will first say about it. Hold on one second, Chris. Use contractor David. He said, "Good to see you. Be right back. Going to your page to repost your content." Oh, look at you, friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. So yeah. So when it comes to TikTok Shop in particular, the agencies over there, they're usually going to give you the inside scoop on the latest campaigns. Now, I will say this. Here's where I will say Jessica's very good because she is going to. How you doing, Dorita? Thank you so much for coming back. I know you tried to come to the 10 o'clock and I was heading out. Now you're at the 4. Appreciate your friend. Um, what I know to be true is that she's very hands on, very detailed, very good with offering guidance and tips and strategies, kind of making sure you're thinking next level with your shoppable live and how you can you know improve in terms of reaching new followers, reaching new audience, as well as the people who are in the room, depending on how they're sharing out the live and commenting, engaging a lot. So she's giving you all those strategies and tips. What I will say is that you don't you don't know what you don't know, and a lot of the information is in the TikTok Shop Creator program. But the reality is, it's a lot of information. Okay? It's a lot of information, a lot of different campaigns going on, a lot of ins and outs. So she has the inside scoop with TikTok, and they meet in terms of the partner program that she's involved in. They meet on a consistent basis. And so she's able to then come back and say, okay, here's the things that you want to hone in on. Here are the things you need to know. Here are the things that TikTok is promoting right now and the things you want to get in front of. So she's able to do that for you. For example, Deals for You Days. That's a huge promotional program for campaign rather for TikTok. And so if you don't realize that or don't know that, then you're missing out on being able to get sales because of that program and that initiative, and making sure you're putting your videos towards that topic or producing content for that or going live about that. So it just requires that you're in the know. And so she gets you there because she's in the know. Her ear is to the ground. She comes back and tells you. And so that's what you want with somebody like that. You want an agency that's going to constantly uplift you, but also keep you informed of how to improve. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me see. Did I bring my water up yet? I don't think I did. Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you all coming through. Huh. TikTok had people in here and then it went down. That's interesting. What if it's something I said? I don't think so. All right, friends. Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you, Happy. Appreciate that. Hi. How you doing, Code? Appreciate your friend. Come on in. Code, hello, Norwegian gonna pop tomorrow. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Code Part with Charlie. Appreciate you joining the live as well. Everybody that's coming in. TikTok, interesting. Yeah, the room shifted. So interesting. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Interesting. Yeah, I wish I had known about the pilot program when I got 1K. Well, you would have started. So do you have unlimited now? Yeah, let me know. Do you have unlimited now, or are you still under the pilot program? It doesn't seem like you would be. I think I would imagine you're under unlimited. Hold on. Um, yeah, I froze. Did I? Am I still freezing? Let me know. Huh? Let me know. Am I still freezing? Yeah, there's definitely something going on with my account. You good on my end? Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate your friend. You say you good on my end. I appreciate your friend. Yeah, well, on YouTube, I never really freeze over here. There's nothing that really goes wrong here. It's always on the TikTok side, so I'm not sure why. But yeah, thank you so much, Annette. Appreciate your friend. Hello, Happy. Thank you so much. Um, appreciate all the support. Yes, how are you, friend? It stopped. Okay, good, good. Yeah, that's interesting. Um, I just went to your page and gave your. Oh, thank you so much, Contractor David. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate all the support. Thank you all who are coming into the live. That's what this is all about. This is the Community Fest. We are in the final day of Community Fest, where you want to click the sticker in the treasure box. So treasure box over here, Community Fest icon is over here. You may have to swipe to see it on your page, but you're going to click the one that says fan club. Our fan club is not ranked as high. It's 200 plus, but we are strong and mighty. So I appreciate all the different things you guys are doing to make us even be at this stage. So you guys are awesome. Appreciate everybody coming in. Let me know if there's questions. And so we're gonna get started. We're gonna get chatting. And if you have any specific questions, let me know. You know, I'm always very um, mindful of my new people coming in and wanting to make sure you're able to get questions answered. This is a room, we're a small room, we're small and mighty, but we're a small room where you should be able to get questions answered. This is, you know, a way for you to continue to grow in your understanding of going live or being a viewer and how to be a successful viewer. See my comments about 369 theory and manifestation. Oh, see my not here. Did you put a comment about that in here, or did you do it on the content? I think you would have done it on the content. I can't see it until I get off the live, but I will definitely take a look at it, friend. Thank you for sharing. And if you put it here, then TikTok filtered you, so I didn't see it. Yeah, so just know that's what's going on. All right, it gave it in a comment on one of your videos. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, that's my content. So yeah, I'll take a look at it once I get off the live so I can see your comment. Um, any any questions? Let's see. We are going to talk about live host hacks, um, especially my people who are being intentional about your goals for this upcoming year. You know, I wanted to say year for the month. When you think about the month of July, what goals do you have? So my video I just posted, we talked about creating goals and being intentional about those goals, whether it's a mental goal, physical goal, and a personal goal. And so for me, I'll tell you what my goals are. My mental goal is we have a Peloton bike. And what I love about it is that they have workouts, but they also have yoga, they have meditation, mindfulness included. You can do it on the go, so they have coaches that are walking outdoors, and they do actually live sessions too. And then you can do it indoors. So some of them are sitting in studio and doing it. So just know that you want to have a goal that's focused on your mental support and clarity. So my first one is meditation. My first goal is meditation. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate you all. And then my second one is a physical goal. I got back to walking on my treadmill, the Peloton bike in the treadmill. Not the Peloton treadmill, but I have a separate treadmill. So that's a big one for me. Just making sure that I'm able to de-stress by doing the walking because I had gotten away. Because I sit here, I'm doing content, I'm moving around a little bit, but not much. So I got to get back to my physical things that I was doing. When we did the trip to Italy, we walked a whole lot, y'all, too much. And so I said, you know what? I got to get back to my physical health. I got to get back at it. And that's what I've been doing. So goal one was mental, goal two is physical, and goal three is personal. Okay. So when it comes to my personal goals and how do I want to grow, what do I want to see it happen and achieve? That goal for me is my coaching services. So I put that in the video as well, just letting you know, hey, I am doing this so that I can get to the next level. And part of it is putting myself out there and offering more extensive coaching services. We'll see how this goes, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Because here's the deal. I recognize that, people, life gets to life thing. And when you put yourself on a schedule and accountability, when life gets to life in, sometimes people don't follow through. So that's my concern where someone booked for coaching and booked for support and they don't follow through. Okay? So you got to be mindful of making sure that you are going to commit. If I'm going to show up to support you and commit to you, then in turn, I want you to do the same. Yes, so in turn, I want to make sure that you all are doing the same. So I'm doing the coaching. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna launch that. It actually will get launched today, so that's the goal. Launch by midnight tonight. So you can sign up. I'm gonna do a sale, and then tomorrow when I talk about it, I'm gonna be talking about it, so you guys know exactly what the deal is. Anna, thank you so much for being here. Bertha, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I have a brilliant update for you. What is brilliant update? Appreciate you, friend. You said I have a brilliant update for you. What is the brilliant update? Thank you so much, Happy. I appreciate you being here. So I will be launching that tomorrow. I'll keep you posted as we move forward. How you doing, Renee? Thank you so much. So I said all that because I said about goals. I want you all to have goals for yourself. That's where we were going with this. The whole conversation was built around making sure come from our coaching session. Oh, okay. Oh, awesome. Hello, how you doing, Lily? What's the update, Happy? Appreciate it. Or, I don't know if you want to leave it here or do you want to put it on the IG? You can give me a voice message there. It's totally up to you, friend. Um, Good afternoon, friends. How you doing? Renee. So Renee is my daughter's middle name. So I am a Renee mom as well. TikTok gave us the flash goal. We'll see, friends. TikTok gives goals, and some of these goals are very, okay, IG, perfect. Some of these goals are very lofty. But if you don't mind sending a friendship necklace, that's where we have a flash goal for the friendship necklace. I pinned it below. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Coach Miss Jessie and Happy, all who are coming in. So TikTok gave us the friendship necklace as the flash goal. We'll see where this goes. So the flash goals are, just to let you guys know, thank you so much. Flash goals are one per person. Yeah, you don't have to send multiple. It's just one per person. And essentially, it's TikTok's way of making sure the room is doing what it needs to do. Okay? And so when you become a live host, here's the deal. And I tell you this, guys, all the time. From a viewer perspective and from a live host perspective, you as you sit as a viewer, you want to think about your engagement. And then as you sit as a live host, you want to think about your engagement. You want to think about how your viewers are engaging and how you are engaging too when it comes to building, entertaining, educating, inspiring people. And so you want to be intentional about what does that engagement look like on your end and making sure people feel connected to what you're saying. When it comes to ultimately, as a viewer, how you doing, Wendy? Thank you so much for being here, friend. When it comes to being a great viewer, and you'll see people who are sitting at the top here. These people here, these are people who are your top viewers. If you click the number of the people in the room, we have 54 people right now. If you click that number, it's going up and down. You'll see who are all the top viewers, okay? So TikTok tells you who are the people who are engaging. Now, The other thing it tells you, if you click that number again, you might have missed this. There's a question mark in the corner. Click the question mark, because that question mark essentially is telling you what you need to do as a engager, as a viewer, to become in the top seat, but also how TikTok has points. Now, we talked about this. I didn't get a chance to really go deep on this, and recognizing I didn't go deep on this because I think I got distracted. I think there was another question that came up, so I didn't get around to it. But I always want you guys to kind of, I want to, especially with more people in the room, I want to dissect the whole concept behind being a good viewer. How you doing, Sarah? And Sarah's 26, so she's flying in. That makes her a high engager. Okay, she's a high engager. There's different levels of engagement, and what I tell people, what you put in is what you're going to get out. Okay, so keep that theory in mind when you're here on TikTok, okay, or any social media platform. What you put in is what you get out. Okay, so if you're someone who just watches and you're lurking, that's what they call it, looky-loos, lurkers, those type of people, then that's all you're doing. You're just watching. You know, so people don't know you're there. People don't want to engage with you. They're not engaging back. And then people will say, oh, well, why don't I get enough followers? Why aren't people following me? Well, then you're not engaging fully. So people don't know, first of all, to follow you. And then maybe when you do follow, that you're not actually engaging back. So people don't want to follow you. You said doom scrollers. That too. That's a whole nother side, because that's the content creation. But to your point, yeah, you're just doom scrolling. You're just scrolling. You're not, and maybe you might hurt something every now and then, but then scrolling, and then hurt something. And so again, that's not something that's going to get you maximum engagement either, because again, people don't know you're there. They don't know you're there. Even if you hurt something, the person who's content creator's video, they may see that. Now, if it's a viral video, they really don't even see that. Because it's just too many people. There's too many people going through their videos. So you just, another little heart that came through, another little like message. And they swipe through that. So it does nothing for you. So I say that because I want you all to make sure you are fully engaging. The other thing I will tell you is that as you are liking a live, commenting. So my friend Renee, she's putting comments in. TikTok keeps track of that. TikTok is literally giving you points for that. I just had you guys hit the question mark. You get points for that. You get points for liking a live. Like right now in my live, we only got 2.9K hearts for likes. Those are free. Free points. Literally. So if you're listening, TikTok will be watching. Yes. So if you're in my live right now and you haven't been tapping the screen, you're missing out on points. If you click over here again, the 41, click the question mark. It tells you to become a top viewer, you get points. 3 points for every 10 minutes. So say you've been sitting in my live. You're sitting in my live for 20 minutes. You could have got 6 points just by tapping the screen. You know what I'm saying? So just, that's the kind of thing that you want to pay attention to. Okay? And then my friend Renee, she was commenting. My friend D Rob, she was commenting. Those comments turn into points as well. For every 3 minutes every 10 minutes of commenting and engaging, you get points. You get 3 points. So Renee came in the room and started engaging. She's been in a room for watching. TikTok tracks all of this. I'm gonna let y'all know. Literally, TikTok is tracking every move you make, every step you take. They watching you. Okay, y'all? So just know this is not just some app that's just letting you just be a bystander. If you choose to be a bystander and you're like, well, what's happening? I'm not getting, you said, wait, yeah, I can see. You want me to show you I can see? Hold on, I have to share. Wait, you have to share. What do you want to come up? Let me know if you want to come up. What do you have to share? Hi, I love Dr. Lisa. Look at you. I love it. Then read my analytics. Yes. Okay, look at you. You putting more comments in? Wait, you said live share. You sharing the live. Oh, that's what you meant by I gotta share. Let me show you. Renee, I'm actually gonna screenshot you since you was talking. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna show this. Let's see. So now she's more than 5 minutes. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna screenshot this so you guys see me right now. Okay? And I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see Renee. I'm doing this. This is my show and tell. And I don't gatekeep. I want you guys to know what's happening all the time. So when you come into a live, I want you guys to know what I see, what I'm looking at. Actually, I'm gonna show it in 2 different ways. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I swiped myself out. That's why I froze. I ended up swiping myself out. So let me show you guys. I'm going to show you exactly what I see here. So Renee, thank you for all those shares. I don't think I have your latest analytics, so let me do the latest version because I think you're tapping. We're going to say it, show her likes. So I want you guys to see what I see. And then y'all going to be like, what? That's there? Oh my goodness. I want y'all to see this because when we talk about things, so what I'm doing, I'm putting up the green screen with the hand. I pull it from my camera roll, and then in my camera roll, I'm able to click to things that's there. So I'm gonna first show you guys Renee. So this is literally a green screen. So Renee, I'm sharing all your business because they can click this. They click, if you guys want to click on Renee, you can see it yourself. Okay? So I want y'all to pay attention. I want you to see what, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's wobbling for me. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. You guys, first of all, you see let me see my finger right here. You see where it says sent 8 comments? I want you to see that. Sent 8 comments. Okay, you said show me. So first of all, that's the first thing I do. When I click Renee's photo, all I did was click her photo. This screen pops up for me. Okay, so that's first and foremost. Click when you click anybody's photo, you're gonna see this mini profile for them. You'll see their profile. But for a live host, I don't know if you guys don't see this. I see this as a live host, so it doesn't come up as this way for viewers. But for a live host, you know, like I said, TikTok tells on y'all, tells everything you're doing. So essentially, I can see her comments. So when I click sent 8 comments, I'm gonna show you what I see next. This is what I see next. I see this screen. Hold on, make it taller. I can see the watch time. I can see the comments. I can actually drop down on those comments and see the comments. So when people say, oh, I sent you a comment, blah, 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 I'm looking, I was like, I don't see it. It's not showing, it's filtered. So, because I go here and I look to see what comments you might have sent. And then it says 860 shares, and then it says 834 likes. It breaks it all down for you. So as a live host, you see how people are engaging your live. This information is for all live hosts. And so what I'm telling you all is that when you come to a live, you want to make sure, not necessarily for the live host, you got to want to make sure for yourself that you are being a high engager, because that engagement then turns into more engagement for your content, for your page, more followers, more engagement with the things you're doing. And then when you become a live host, then people are going to come engage with you there too. So I don't want you to think like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit back and watch. Yes, that's it. That's it, friend. That's exactly it. That's it. So when you become a live host, then you're going to wonder why people aren't engaging with your live the way they should be. It's because you're not communicating how to be a good engager. And on top of that, you as viewers currently, you don't understand how to fully engage either. So what I'm telling you is that you got to fully engage, y'all. If you want more out of this app, you got to be an engager, okay? That's what I'm going to say. So really quickly, I'll say this because I've talked so much and I forgot to talk about the flash goal. TikTok did give us a flash goal, just really quickly. Flash goal, we are looking to get, we have 39 necklace. I didn't know that. Laura, you said I didn't know that? Laura, you got to comment, tap, share, engage, friend. I tell y'all this. I don't say it because what I do here is for my new people. I want you to be aware of what does it mean to be new and come into a room like this and learn about the app, especially from a live host perspective. D Rob, I so appreciate your friend. The flash goal is one necklace. So you sent one, D Rob. So I so appreciate you. It's one necklace per person. And if you're new to my room, go ahead and send a if you want to send the necklace, that's the flash goal. And so that way we can achieve that. We probably will not, but we'll see. I know people are coming in just for the treasure box. I'm just going to say you're coming for the treasure box. But I want you to understand also how that engagement matters, okay? So that engagement matters. So TikTok tracks, as you saw what we just looked at, it tracks your comments, it tracks your watch time, it tracks your shares, and it tracks your likes, okay? So when you're coming to someone's live, you want to make sure you're tapping and sharing. And then let me say this: if you're gonna say laugh out loud, what's the treasure box? The treasure box here. Laura said, I'm just in here listening. I love that. Laura said, I didn't come here for no treasure box, Dr. Lisa. What is the treasure box? Laura, let me help your friend there. The treasure box is here. It's part of Community Fest. You should be able to swipe and see Community Fest. I'm going to talk through the Community Fest in just 1 second. I'm doing it all, including treasure box. There we go, friend. So Community Fest this is actually the last official day of the global round. My fan club, you guys are part of the fan club. My fan club was able to elevate to Community Fest fan club round. We're on the global level, super global level for the fan club. And so what happens is that if you send a daily heart me and send the popular vote, our fan club can rank higher. Right now we're 200 plus. We're not in the running. We're not under 200. That I will say. So today's the last day. We're doing the treasure box. People will pick up. People will come in. Thank you so much, Donna. How are you, friend? People will pick up the treasure box, and then they will claim votes from there, and then take those votes. How you doing, Diamond? Thank you so much for extending your subscription. Appreciate your friend. And then they will click over to the to the Community Fest icon here. You might have to swipe to get to it. And then once you click it, you swipe to For You and you can cast votes. Since you're in my room, you can cast votes for me as a live host, or you can save the votes and send them somewhere else. So casting votes is something you can do. We made it far. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We sure did, friend. Thank you so much. So, I'm well. It's been a bit. You're on the weekends. Yeah, I'm on. You know what? I'm on every day, 2 times a day. TikTok had me in the shadows, y'all. So TikTok did not want me out and about. TikTok is like, no, no, no. She's too great. We're gonna keep her away from everybody. But no, I've been here. I've been here. Now, let me say this. Let me say that differently. I was on vacation from Friday, not this past Friday, but the last week Friday, from Friday to Wednesday. And I was showing up, I was trying to show up mainly for my 4 o'clock. I think I did 2 of the days. I missed some days. So I wasn't here every day. So you might have missed some days then. Oh, I didn't know. Good to see. Yeah, I was on vacation then. But May and June, I was in the shadows. TikTok was not letting me reach the FYP. I don't know why. It's been a struggle. So yeah. He said, oh, okay, that's why a lot of lives say just send the Community Fest stickers. Yeah, well, yes, that is part of the Community Fest, and you see where it is part of my goal, the Community Fest. Yes, so people are saying send the Community Fest gifts because they are double the points during Community Fest. So you're collecting points, and so since they're double the points, people are saying send that. Now we're in the fan club, so the fan club is slightly different because it's based on people coming in, sending the daily heart me, and then sending the daily heart me, and then sending the popular vote. So the popular vote is also points as well. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all coming in, supporting the live. We were talking and chatting. Comments to write. What you mean comments to write? You want me to, Renee, what you meant by that? Comments too? You're saying comments, the comments from the fan club, does that matter? Is that what you're asking? Comments for the fan club, um, gotcha, thank you. Comments from people actually as part of Community Fest. Is that what you're asking? Yes. Because TikTok, yes. Slightly different from fan club, but yes, that's part of, okay, let me explain two different categories. As viewers, you want to participate in Community Fest because you're also able to get rewards. TikTok has like over $10,000. That's a set cash pool for people in this global round, viewers that are casting votes. So you want to pay attention to that. And then when you click the Community Fest option, it's where you send your votes. It also gives you those tasks to do. The task is making sure you do the daily harmony, making sure you do some comments. Somebody said they had 10 comments, but I thought the average was 5. And then making sure you send a gift. And I think that's probably the popular vote. So that's all wrapped up into it. So yeah. A host said she needed 100 comments from 100 people. Was she talking about the encore version of Community Fest? Let me look at something. 100 comments from 100 people. I don't know if that's part of this version. I see. Yeah. Okay, let me show you this. This is the encore version. I'm gonna, I do everything for y'all in terms of I'm showing you what I see. Okay. Yeah, this is the encore version of Community Fest. And now that you say that, Renee, now that I looked at it, I need 41 comments from 100 people. I just looked at it. Y'all need to start commenting. I need 41 comments from 100 people. Thank you so much, Fred. Let me show you what I'm looking at, though. Let me show you. I always want to make sure I'm sharing the information. So, Community Fest. If you look up here in TikTok's commercial, you should see Community Fest Encore, Community Encore. So that's what this is. Okay, let me show you guys. I'm gonna shrink this a little bit. It doesn't want to shrink. Okay, so that's what this program is. So essentially, it's gonna run from July 2nd through the 15th. So that's what's happening. So daily you have this thing that's happening too, okay? I don't know if it has the same reach and visibility as the Community Fest does, because the Community Fest has these treasure boxes and people are coming into my live because I actually am sitting on the Community Fest page as someone who has a treasure box. And so people see that and people are still participating in it. They're coming in to hang out and get the treasures. So it gives you a little bit more visibility and reach. This Encore one, I'm not sure if it's going to have the same thing. Hey, I commented. Now I'm listening. Let's go. I gotta see. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the other page for y'all. So here's the other page. So this is the first part where it talks about the Community Fest stuff. Okay, and then let's go to the second page. Second page is this. So what you're seeing is that comment there. So I completed, I completed the other things where you can see right here, it says completed 120 minutes of going live. I completed 100 gifts. I completed 50 gifters. And then I did not complete. That's why I said it was 41 comments. I was like, wait a minute. It says receive 100 comments from fan club members. So that's where this other goal is there. Thank you all coming in. I appreciate you. So fan club members, there is a call to action for y'all to rally up and start commenting, okay? Let me see, is it unique ones? Thank you so much, Carolyn. How are you, friend? Appreciate y'all. Let's support the doc, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, I commented now. I'm listening. Let me see. Did it change any from those comments? Because y'all are part of the fan club. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate y'all coming in. Renee, thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, you know what I'm going to say right now? I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. Where is everyone from? Look at you all. Um, yes, the main event. Hi, family. How you doing? I appreciate y'all coming in. Let me see. So the main event, you sent your comment. I think it's unique comments. Let me see. Did that help? Yep. I think it's unique comments. I think that's what's happening. It's not individual. I think it's fan club members. As you come in, 100 need to come in. With 100 coming in, if those fan clubs, people coming in, get my daily heart me, and I get 100 of you all, then that's where it's. And then y'all comment, then that that becomes part of it. So it's 100 unique comments. Thank you all for coming in. You say yes, yes. New Jersey. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Carolyn. So if you are in the room and you have not done, because we are doing the Community Fest, this is the fan club edition, y'all. So go ahead and grab your Daily Heart Me. If you are here and you grabbed your Daily Heart Me already, but haven't said a word, go ahead and put some words in there too, and just say, hello, Dr. Lisa, how you doing? So we can get some comments in. What I shared earlier, I do want to recap that because I know some more people came in the room. I do want to recap. What I shared earlier was, thank you so much. Comment is engaging. There we go, friend. Commenting is engaging. Yes, it is. It said that I need to post a video too. I didn't realize I was supposed to post something. Hold on one second. TikTok is making me do stuff. Let me see. Comments, so 44 comments. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate all the support. How you doing, Trisha? Thank you so much, friend. Video from your live, I think. Interesting. Let me see. It says, let's see. It says post a video with the hashtag community and encore. That's what I need to do. Post a video with the community encore hashtag. I haven't done that. So honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to Community Fest. And what I will say is that this Community Fest fan encore version, again, it doesn't have the same reach that you get with the essentially participating in the original Community Fest, because again, the whole treasure box concept, all that plays into more people, more visibility and stuff that's coming into your room. So that's a big piece of it. So just know that to me is also just as important. Thank you all coming into the room. I appreciate you all. How you doing, Bikuna? Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. Teach tutor, Miss Kelsey. Miss Kelsey, I owe you another voicemail, don't I? I think I do. I think you messaged me last. I'm gonna put a note. I think I need to message you back. Put a comment in. Did I message you back? Let me know if I messaged you back. Sometimes I do stuff and I'm like, okay, I'm doing good. But I think the last time as tag I'm it, because I think you commented something, and maybe I've had a yes, but my question is it's bananas. I want to go back and listen. I gotta go back and listen. I'll go back because I think that's what I want to talk about. How you doing, Principal Martin? Appreciate your friend. We're gonna be connecting tomorrow. I saw that this evening. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So let me review. Okay. Thank you all coming in. Appreciate you all coming in and joining the live. My friends who are here, thank you so much for your support. We are in Community Fest. What I was sharing earlier, and like I said, I think I was going to circle back just so that you all saw that. Mona, thank you so much. I was sharing people who come into the live. Look at y'all supporting. Thank you so much. People who are coming into the live. We are doing the Community Fest. So you see the treasure box over here. You see Community Fest over here. You might have to swipe if you don't see it immediately. If you are coming into the live, just know because of Community Fest, we are in the fan club. So if you click your Daily Heart Me, go ahead, Popular Votes is the Community Fest gift of choice. Although I do have the Community Fest sticker up there, but the Popular Votes is part of it, as well as comments. Comments is part of the Encore program. So if you are someone who has not sent a comment and you have that daily heart me, just click and just say hello, good evening, how you doing? And that way TikTok knows you are here and I get credit for fan participation. That's pretty much what it is. Fan participation. So thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. In the meantime, I was going to show you guys, so especially my check your email later for homework I did. Okay, will do. I will. I missed, let me see. Let me check. You said check your email for the homework. Look at you. You're such an educator. It's like check for my homework too. I did my homework, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much. Oh wait, no, you haven't sent it yet then. Because I'm looking now and I don't see it. I don't see an email. If you sent an email, let me know. Just say yes, you sent something. I don't see it though currently. I'm assuming you haven't sent it yet. All that are coming in, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the hearts. Is there homework? So a couple things is going to happen. The main event, how are you doing? You said is there homework? Let's see. Principal Martin, I missed the, you said I missed the assignment, Renee. Principal Martin did a one-on-one with me, and she is trying to make sure she is setting goals for herself. I gave her a task and she completed the task. That's what she's referring to. So that was the homework that she's referring to. She completed a task that I told her to focus on, and she did that. So with that, what I am doing, I'm happy you guys asked that question, because what I am going to be doing is rolling out my coaching services. And so that was just on a quick consultation, and we kind of talked through future goals and things she wanted to do to build her business and build her digital marketing presence. And so that's what she's focused on. And so with currently I offer one-on-one consultations that actually will be revised. You know, what I'm going to do is just make those 30-minute conversations, maybe with about a few specific things. But I'm really focused on more sharing is caring. I'm really focused on making sure that people want more extensive support and conversations with me, and helping with their strategy as well as their development in this space. Yes, hello, friend. Thank you so much for breezing through. I appreciate you. Thank you for the comments, because we are in Community Fest, and TikTok says we need our fan club to show up and show out. So I so appreciate everybody coming through. Fan club, we got 47 of the 100. That's what it is, 47 of the 100. Renee brought it to my attention. Renee was like, hey, don't you need fan club people? Don't you need comments? I was like, do I need comments? I needed comments, y'all. I needed some comments. So thank y'all so much for all the comments, because TikTok is tracking everything. So I tell you guys that all the time. Thank you so much for all the comments and for the connection, especially when it comes to the fan club. You guys are awesome. So what I'm doing is creating a coaching program where it's one facet is going to be accelerator. So people who want things quickly and want to kind of get things moving in the next. You're doing amazing. Thank you so much, friend. People are looking to do things in a more progressive way, and then we have people who want a little bit more support along the way. So you might need a little bit more time and make it a more extensive approach. And so I'm offering those, and that's going to roll out tonight at midnight. So you guys will see that tonight, and then you'll see the change in my stand store. So my stand store, so coming next week, if you are here, thank you so much, friends. If you are here next week, I'm going to be talking a lot about those services and how you guys can get in contact with me. Just keep in mind, if the way this is going to roll out, you said, wow, that's great. You're welcome, friend. Thank you for that. The way this is going to roll out, I probably will have, that's why I'm changing my availability when it comes to, that's cool. I want to do the coaching too. There we go. Good luck. Thank you so much, Fred. Appreciate that. One thing I want to do is making sure that I have enough time and capacity. So that's why I said consultations will be revised. I'm going to shift those a little bit because I have them extended availability for those, extensive availability for those. Whereas there's only so many hours in a day I can do coaching. And so the goal is to maybe have, hi, first time in. How you doing, Faith? Appreciate you being here, friend. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you so much, Coaching Energy. I love that. Come on in, friend. How you doing? Phenomenal. Come on in, friend. Thank you so much. Drop a comment if you have done the Daily Heart Me. Put a comment in there because the Community Fest Encore version asks for our fan club to put comments in. So thank you so much. And if you are a fan club member and you've done that too, go ahead and send the popular vote also to support the live. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. So yeah, so when it comes to my consultations, I'm probably gonna have to shift those a little bit and reduce those. That's the word I want to use. Reduce them so that I can fully support the coaching aspect of supporting people. So there's, like I said, there's only so many hours in a day, and I'm probably going to make it somewhat exclusive. And here's why. I want to make sure, first of all, there's people who are going to commit to the time frame and the process. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. We want to be productive. So that's one thing I'm going to talk about. And then the other thing I'm going to talk about is just making sure that you're again committed to the process, committed to the forward progress that's needed. Because this work is not work that you just can kind of pick up on occasion and expect for you're gonna all of a sudden be making a lot of money and doing all this stuff. You got to put in the time and effort. That's anything entrepreneurial. What days will coaching be, and is it one-on-one? It's one-on-one. One-on-one. I thought about group. Here's my thought about group, and maybe it will evolve into a group process, because I strongly believe we could be better with many. I don't diminish that, but I want this first to be about your personal goals and you making progress. And I think that's something that sometimes when you're in a group, it becomes overshadowed if there's too many people in the room and there's other people and their goals and their focus and their needs that will kind of take over the group. So we need to make this individual. That's my thinking about it. I'm gonna start with individual because I really want people to be successful. I don't want it to be a situation where you said treasure boxes are empty. Okay, let me put some more up. Where people are feeling like they're not getting what they need out of it. So that's what I'm talking about. When it comes to days, it's going to be up to you. So, in a perfect world, I would like to kind of have a standing schedule with that person. So that's kind of where I would like to start it. That's why I said I got to shift my consultation availability so I can make space for standing meetings and standing availability within I have an accelerator that's going to be 4 weeks, and then I have a more extensive one that's going to be 8 weeks. It just depends on where you feel you need the more time and support. So if you think about starting in the month of July with Accelerator, you'll go to mid-August. But if you start in July, you may go to mid-September. If you're saying I need more, Dr. Lisa. I'm not I'm not a one-trick pony. I need to really kind of digest this and make sure I get all the things I need out of this. And then when we talk about homework, when we talk about tasks, it will be all that as well. Which one would be best for me based on history, Dr. Lisa? Happy, let me IG you. Probably a little bit more of an extensive approach. But no shade. That was just knowing that you need a little bit more support, friend. Doc is wealth of knowledge. You all tap in. There we go, friend. I appreciate that. When you grab a treasure box, are you seeing the votes? I don't know, huh? Let me put some more out there. The room was rooming for a second. I'm doing well, Deb. How are you, friend? Yes, hello, everybody. Thank you so much. 100. There we go, friend. Appreciate y'all all coming in. Hey, Missy. Hey. I see the comments. Hello. Yeah, Carolyn, let me know if you see. I just put another one out there, but you know what? They take some time to open up. So the newer ones haven't opened yet. The room is not as active as it was 5 minutes ago. So maybe those newer ones will not get consumed quickly. It's only 60 votes per treasure box. Thank you all for all the comments and support. I appreciate you. I'm still trying to make sure I put enough out there. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. I I am gonna go live until about 6:30. Like I said, I got some projects to do. I gotta make sure I get my stuff. I'm telling y'all midnight they're gonna roll out. So and we'll be talking about it. From my end, you're glitching. Is it just my live glitching? Let me know. Anybody else see me glitching? Um, TikTok, huh? TikTok made me glitch earlier, so it's interesting you're saying that. It's possible. Not here. Renee said not here. Not here. Yeah. Yeah. I can sometimes tell when not glitching for me. Thank you so much. No, not on this end. Appreciate you all. You guys are great. You're not glitching on my end. You guys are great. Thank you so much for chiming in. Yeah, TikTok will do that sometimes. Hey, how you doing, Lady Exclusive? Appreciate your friend. How's everything going? Hopefully everything is better for your lives too. Thank you for coming to my live the other day. You're so welcome. Have you gone every day this week? I'm thinking about your goal. Was your goal? It was 5 days of the week, wasn't it? So what does that look like? Was that the weekends or that did not include the weekends? Okay, maybe it's just mine. Sorry, Juanita. I appreciate you asking though. Hopefully it clears up. You know what people tell you to go out and come back in. If you go out and come back in, it'll fix it. See my above question regarding iPad using. Let me see. I don't think. See, I'm going to the comment section. Okay, I missed it. Okay, I'm on my iPad and can't see Community Fest banner. Why is iPad different than iPhone? Um, Coach Miss Jessie had that same thing. Coach Miss Jessie, are you still in the live? Where did you say you had to go see it? She found a she tried to go live with me when we were doing the battles, and she couldn't do it because she was on her iPad, if I'm not mistaken, and it didn't show up. And then she later came back in the comments. I thought she said that she was able to see it at some other point. Coach Miss Jessie, are you still in the room? She might have left, my friend. 5 times for 7 days starting tomorrow. You said, I'm present. Wasn't that you who gave the update about the iPad? Let me know if I'm mistaken about that. I think you said the iPad didn't show the Community Fest information, and then you were later able to find it. She might be writing her comment back, so hopefully she has an answer for you, Renee. 5 times for 7 days starting tomorrow. Okay, okay. You said yes. So what did you do, friend? Do you remember what you did? Where did you end up finding it? Thank you so much. It's cool haven't had a restriction, so it was good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Were you doing Community Fest? Let me know if you were doing Community Fest. Um, Thank you all for being in here. I'm gonna assume Coach Michelle said I was able to see it before I started my live. And then once you started your live, it wasn't there. It went away. Hello, thank you, Glennie. Thank you so much. Let's see, it went away. Anybody else know about the iPad answer? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Renee. I think as a viewer, I think as a viewer, maybe you just don't see it on the iPad. That sounds weird though, because I thought the mobile devices were pretty good with showing all that information. Yeah, I'm not sure. So let's see if she comes back. Hello, friends. Thank you all for coming into the live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the live. We are doing community. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Coach Michelle, you wrote no. You said no. You just leave. You just have an option to do it or not. Interesting. But again, I think you were saying that now that I think about it, you're saying it from a live host perspective, not from a viewer perspective. When I get a vote out of the box, I can click on the vote for creator and it pulls it up. Interesting. So that's the way you're able to see it. But you're not able to see it like on your phone, because on your phone you're able to see a similar ad box here. But you have to actually click the treasure box to get to it that way. Yeah, I maybe that's an iPad, thing. Um, I do have an iPad. I wasn't a big fan of how it. I like the bigger screen. I like the visual of the iPad than being on the phone. However, first of all, my iPad, the camera orientation was on the horizontal axis as opposed to the vertical at the top. And so because of that, I always looked like I was looking off to the side as opposed to looking straight forward here. It always looked off. So I just got away from the iPad because of that. How does the treasure box work? Um, Deb, what you would do is click. So the treasure box, if you click that, you're able to collect votes that you're then able to come over here and click. And I think the treasure box takes you to it also. But you're able to come over here and go to Community Fest. Click Community Fest, toggle to you, and then you're able to see all the different tasks that TikTok has for you as a fan club member and as a viewer to enter into getting rewards. Essentially, rewards is money for supporting the Community Fest. So viewers at this particular campaign, viewers are also earning money for their participation. So you want to make sure that you actually follow through with casting votes. You got to cast. It will tell you how many votes you need to cast. I think it's 200. It'll tell you how many votes though. So you're going to cast votes, and with those votes will turn into again the ability for you to earn money as you are part of a pool of like $10,000. It's over $10,000, but someone would have told me. Yes, I've been talking about it all week. Well, you know what? I've been talking about it a lot lately. I did it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think I did it maybe even Thursday. I might even done it Thursday. And then I did it last week. Renee said I got 70 cents. That, you know what, that seems to be the average. I think everybody I've heard got 70 cents. So I probably didn't specify that you're splitting it. It's a pool. Now the 70 cents came from the first round. The second round you haven't gotten paid for yet. So I don't know how many people are participating in the second round. But the second round, I don't think you got paid off of it yet. But yeah, the first round, it was 70 cents. Yeah, that's what I've heard for people who were casting their votes and doing all the things for a Community Fest. How do you get the little crown on your head? It's so cute. Oh, this is part of the Community Fest filter. I'm sorry, effect. The Community Fest effect. If you go into effects, just type in the word Community Fest, it'll pop up. That's the one that pops up for it. So yeah, that's what it is. And Community Fest has been a thing, y'all. I'm going to say that. It is a thing. Now, the beauty of it is that it offers more visibility. TikTok is doing, you said, oh, okay, check. I don't think it's going to go away. So maybe it does go away after Community Fest, maybe. But it's been a thing to do this. The battles, the engagement, it's shifted a little bit for me in terms of what I really would like to talk about. I think I want to make sure people understand the engagement strategy and how to grow. But it has given more visibility on the live. So I think Nika asked, like, how many new followers did I get? I need to do a full evaluation, but I would say it's probably close to 400, maybe even upwards of 450, 500. So that was because I think when this period started, when they started this campaign, I was probably right around 4,000. So now it's etched up closer to 4,500. I mean 14,000, 14,500. That's what I'm trying to say. It's close to that now, not over yet, but it's close to it. So it's been good in that way. So it's new followers, new visibility. However, these are not engagers. You know, the fan club are the engagers. Those are the people who are supporting the live. So you kind of know who are your people, and you meet some new people along the way, but you really do learn who are your true people. And so for that reason, it's a mixed bag for me. So you're getting more followers, but at the same time, you're not getting the people who are going to come in. So the flash goal, I mean, people are coming in and out so frequently. When you talk about like a flash goal and stuff, I haven't been able to achieve it because people don't stop to do the flash goal or don't stop to support in that way. So that's part of it too. And then what I did earlier is that I was educating. Thank you so much for the community fest gifts. I appreciate your friend. What I communicated earlier was just helping people understand that TikTok is seeing everything you do from an engagement perspective. So even with new people, I just wanted to make sure, hi there, how you doing, Andy? Thank you so much for being here, friend. Andy, I'm gonna give you homework. You are doing good in your engagement, but you gotta put a bio in. So TikTok knows who you are. That's the first reason, the main reason. And as you produce content, it'll get pushed out to the people who are looking for that content. But then also so that you can so that when you come in a live, people can see that and they're gonna want to engage back. Thank you so much, my fan club coming in. Let's see. Let's see if we're gonna reach it, y'all. I think we're close to from a fan club perspective. Let me see. I think we might. I just need 44 44 new fan club members come in and put a comment in the box. Dinner time. Enjoy my visit with you. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your coaching to roll out. See you soon. I will, friend. It'll be rolling out as of tomorrow. Yep. So appreciate you though. Thank you so much for the support. Bridget, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the comment, friend. I appreciate you. We are we're doing Community Fest, so I'm gonna stay on probably until about 6:30 or so. We'll see, another 45 minutes or so. We'll do this. I'm gonna show you guys real quick because Renee actually was the person, but let me show you anybody else. I'll show Renee again because Renee had she had some comments and she also had let me see. It may not let me do it. Let's see. It may not let me do it. Let's see. Hi there. They were followers but not engagers. Yes. Yes. You know what, Coach Michelle, I'll do you since you're still in the room. You are a good example. Uh-oh, is TikTok not allowing me to click that? It's not letting me click it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Let's see. It went away. Hold on one second. So I wanted to show you guys some things you want to pay attention to. Since we have so many people in the room, I just want to make sure you guys got a sense of what does your engagement look like, especially from a live host perspective. So the live host knows who is engaging, who isn't, how you can improve your engagement, in addition to how the engagement, I was saying earlier, what you put in is what you get out, okay? So if you just want to be a watcher, that's fine. If you're not looking to get anything beyond just watching content, you can absolutely do that. It's your prerogative. You could actually even do it not even being in the room if you choose to. My point is, if you want to be engaging and if you want to be a high engager, a full engager, you're going to start paying attention to how you engage. And so TikTok tracks a lot of this information for you as well as for the live host. So you meaning that you're able to see who are top viewers. You're able to see how you are engaging in live through the fan club. Those other things too. Open the treasure box. Did you? Treasure box didn't open for you. I have some new ones I just put out, so they probably need to steal time. You can lurk from the other side. You sure can. You sure can, friend. So your comments, your likes, your shares, your watch time, all that stuff is being tracked. And so I'm going to show you guys really quickly what the live host can see. And so let's do this. I'm doing the little hand, and then we're going to do Coach Miss Jessie. You guys can see me here. Okay. So this is Coach Miss Jessie. You guys can see right here, 18 comments. She's been commenting, she's been engaging, she's been doing all the things. So there's 18 comments that she did. I'm actually going to click this arrow so that you know. So this is an arrow that's there. I'm going to click that arrow. When I click that arrow, this is what I see. Let me push this up a little bit. Let me see if there we go. I see the watch time. So she's been watching over 30 minutes. I see her comments. I can click that arrow down and see all the different comments. I think they let you see up to 10. You don't see all of them, but you see the last 10. So I can see those comments. I can see the shares she did. She did 13 shares. And then I can see the likes. Okay? Thank you all. So when I talk about, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, TikTok tells on you left and right, y'all. TikTok is tattling on all y'all, on all of us. I should say y'all, all of us. TikTok is tattling. So I share that. How you doing, Lisa? Yes, it is there, friends. So when you are engaging in a live, it matters. It matters to the live, obviously, because that helps to boost the live, but it also matters to you because it shows you as a high engager. And what I was sharing with my people who are new in the room, it honestly helps you to understand how to properly engage. I'm not even talking about sending gifts. I'm just talking about from tapping the screen, which is free. Y'all laughing? TikTok tells on all of us. Yeah, tracking everything. It's tracking, y'all. I'm saying it's tracking. Okay. Hold on one second. I saw a question. Hold on. Okay. D Rob, how do you get to that on the live side? TikTok is messy. D Rob, yes. I'm happy to find you on here. How's your Sunday going? It's going well, friend. Appreciate you. Yes. Um, and so what I will say, so how do you get to that? So here's what I did. From a live host perspective, all I did was click um, Coach Miss Jessie's photo. So I can click, I'm going to click Lisa Clark's photo. When I click her photo, her mini profile pops up for me. From a live host perspective, it shows right here that sent, when I showed you the sent the 18 comments for Coach Miss Jessie, I can see where Lisa just came in and she's already sent 3 comments. And I can see everything about what she's done. She's new to the room. And so it shows really quickly, if I click that, it shows that she's been here less than a minute, about a minute or so. And then she sent her 3 comments, she did her likes. And so yeah, it shows that she hasn't shared yet, but she's gonna share. And so so all that is there. And so yeah, that's there for you. Yeah. Wow, those lives gift treasure is exhausting. Next year, not one sure. One I said it is a thing. I said that it is a thing. It is a thing in these TikTok streets. I would agree to that. He said that is cool. Y'all saying that's cool. He said that's cool. You see all that. Yeah, I used the feature in the last live. Yes. Which feature? Which feature you use? But yeah. So what I'm showing that because I wanted to make sure, especially in particular, my new people, and what I tell people, the one you just demonstrated, yes. What I tell people, especially my new people, is that at the end of the day, you could watch a live. You can absolutely make that your prerogative to come in here or not even come in here. Like I said, you didn't even got to tap to come inside. You can have your phone and just look from the outside the whole time and never come in. That's your prerogative. You totally can do that. I will tell you though, if you are concerned about growth, if you're wondering why you're not getting other opportunities, if you are trying to figure out what's going on with your content or what's happening, if you're a live host, what's going on with your engagement, then I will say it probably starts with you. You know, sometimes we got to look at ourselves and say we're the problem. And that may be that's very well the case. Like you might be the issue, and essentially your engagement is the issue. You're gonna have to shift up your engagement. The reason why I'm also talking about this because I had 2 people, well, put 3 fingers, 2 people after yesterday's live. They messaged me. It's like, how do I get new followers? That's the answer. The answer is engagement. Luna came in and support too. Yes, Luna is awesome. Yes, she is awesome. I'm actually looking forward to Community Fest ending. Oh, yes. You said, how are you doing boxes twice a day? How are you doing boxes twice a day, Dr. Lisa? Well, you know what? As you all saw, and even today, I give myself a time limit. And now, when I first did it, the first couple days, I was going on hard. I was going in where I was staying on to 9:30 at night. I did a night twice in a row. So no, I won't be doing that. I gave myself a limit. So in the morning, I went from 10 to 12:30. About that time, I think I got off home like 12:35, and then today I'm gonna go to 6:30, 4 to 6:30, so 2.5 hours. So that's about average for me when it comes to going live. Um, when I talked about my coaching, rolling out my coaching services, that probably will have to shift a little bit as well in terms of how long I stay on live. Just because, again, as I pick up people who want more support and service, I'm gonna have to balance that. Hey Chase, how you doing, friend? I'm gonna have to balance that with being able to then offer myself my availability, and so and that's why I said in the beginning, I probably will roll it out so that I'm not. Hello, Ali. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for that daily heart me. So that I'm able to do it in a way where I'm able to support as many people as possible. How you doing, Deshelle? And support as many people as possible, but also have a limit and maybe even cap it in terms of how many I take on for each program. So I want to be intentional. I want to make sure I'm supporting people. I want to make sure that I'm able to deliver. And I don't want to get to the point where I'm just exhausted because um, I'm doing too much, and so I'm still doing the shoppable stuff. I'm still doing the live hosting here, as well as you got to do content creation. And I just told y'all got to engage, y'all. So I got to engage. So all of that becomes part of it. Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing, Nurse Ingrid? Thank you so much for being here, friends. We are in the Community Fest right now. Thank you all for supporting the live. I appreciate everybody coming in, getting their daily heart mate. Continue to engage. So my people who got the daily heart mate, my fam club. My fam club, if you got the daily heart meet and you have not sent a comment, send a comment. Just say, hey, Dr. Lisa, how you doing? Because the Community Fest Encore also has where fan club members essentially also requires them to comment. So just say hi. So I know that you're here because you came in and clicked that heart plus. Thank you so much, Deborah. Appreciate you. We all are gonna send one comment real quick. Let's spam the chat with comments. Thank you so much. Hey, girl. Appreciate you all. Just say hi and hey, girl. I still have votes. Do you really, Doris? Thank you so much, Kathleen. Thank you for that daily heart me. As you come in, just say hello. We here. Thank you so much. We are putting the comments in now. What TikTok used to do now, I don't know if that's changed. Did it change? Because at one point it wasn't in there. I gotta go back because the times I've gone to the live, I just be claiming stuff and I always comment. By the way, did you get your? No, it's delayed. I looked for it when I left your live yesterday. I was like, I didn't see my dress yet. What dress? No, and now the message says delayed and it doesn't have a date yet. So we'll see when it comes. It's all good, friend. I understand. Thank you all. Thank you all who shared and commented. I appreciate all the comments. Good to be here and giving up all these good nuggets. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, friend. Thank you so much. That's what I do. I want to make sure you guys are growing. So I mean, obviously, any program that I roll out, like I said, I have the accelerator program, and I'm gonna have hello, Will. Thank you so much. And then I'll have the one that's a little bit more extensive. And so just making sure that if you are someone who needs extensive support, I'm there for you. Um, and we'll talk about it tomorrow because I'll have an initial rollout. I'm gonna have promotional deals. It's gonna be a sale and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna do all that, but I want to make sure I am helping people as much as possible because that's what this is all about. And a lot of it is just you thinking. Thank you so much. Thinking strategically about what exactly are you trying to gain from being in this digital marketing space. I say it all the time because I want you guys to understand what are you getting yourself into. And so people say, oh, I want to do coaching. Oh, I want to be an affiliate. Oh, I want to be a content creator. Oh, I want to be a live host. When you do all that stuff and you do it in this digital space, you are in digital marketing. So I just want to make sure you recognize that because that is oftentimes overlooked and not recognized. And there is some core things you need to understand about making sure you market yourself well when it comes to digital marketing, making sure you brand. You have to brand yourself, and then also making sure you're being strategic about how you are growing your business and thinking very intentionally about future engagement so people can still get a hold of you through email marketing, funnels, all the other things that you have available. So some of that is kind of overlooked, and they just think, oh, it's just me. If I say something, people will do it. Oftentimes not. So you just got to make sure you are intentional about how you set up your systems. I just want to do faceless and sell my products, and that's it. I'm sorry for laughing because I don't know if you were saying that. You wasn't saying that funny. You say, Dr. Lisa, I'm dead serious. Dead. Dead serious. I'm sorry, friend. I don't think that was not a joke, was it? You was like, I'm serious. I apologize. So, with that, to your point, that is quite possible. That is quite possible. But that does take strategy. It does take strategy. Is it funny though? No, it just takes strategy. I mean, the reality is, I say it takes strategy because being faceless and selling products, you can absolutely do it. I don't say it can't be done. I just say it takes strategy in terms of how you do it, how you execute it, how you talk to your audience, and oftentimes it is a little frustrating because human nature, especially depending on how you structure your faceless content, is it. Well, first of all, you got to know your audience. You got to know who you're talking to, and because we often talk in our faceless content, we're often creating that interpersonal perspective in our content. I'm sorry, we often miss out on the interpersonal connections in our faceless content. Okay, so because of that, people don't necessarily resonate with the faceless content. They swipe, keep swiping, keep swiping, and so it's harder to draw in your audience and get them to commit unless you know very specifically the pain point and your content is literally hitting at that. And so it just takes a little bit more strategy and technique to make sure your content is getting to the right person and it's going to resonate with them. So that's the faceless piece. Now, yes, it's challenging. It is challenging. It is. It is. I don't diminish that it's not challenging. I think it's the longer path forward for, in my opinion. I think it's just a longer path forward. It's not impossible. It's just a little bit more challenging. But which makes to me the live hosting, because again, people are able to meet and connect with you. They resonate with you. They see you. They see the whites of your eyes. They're like, okay, this person I like. I can trust them. I connect with them. They have a great message. They, everything about them. They seem knowledgeable. Or, you know what, depending on what the your topic is in your niche, they might just say, hey, you know what, I want what they have because that's what I need. Because I see this is the solution that they have. And I always jokingly tease about, someone who's in a crocheting niche. It ain't gotta be something major. It could be your crocheting pattern. So somebody sees how you're crocheting, see what that pattern is. You might not even show your face. Like in that example, you don't necessarily have to show your face. They're looking at you crocheting. They're like, I like that pattern. How do I get that pattern? Let me go click the link in their bio and get that pattern. And it could be as simple as that. Now that could happen in your content too, but again, you got to make sure you're targeting the right audience to get to see your content. So it's just a little bit more strategy in terms of how you do that. So just something to think about. It depends on what you're trying to do with your audience, and how you want to get there, but it will require you to be very disciplined with producing enough content and doing it faceless, producing a whole lot more content, and then again making sure you're talking to the right people for your content. Yeah. All right, good friends. We are going to be in our last 30 minutes of doing this community fest. Let me know if you are new in the room. Just put new in the chat. And we'll keep going. Hey, Doc, how you doing, D-Mac? Appreciate your friend. If you are new in the chat, and if you have gotten the Daily Heart Me, you clicked it but did not put a comment in, put a comment in for me so we can also support the Community Fest Encore version. Strategy, I can probably do that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, friend. Like I said, it is just just being disciplined about how you do things. There's a different approach. How long does it take to get to different levels, D to A? Oh. You know what? That's an interesting question. Well, first of all, do you go live daily? Main event? Um, I think it depends. I think the long answer to that is it depends. Okay, so you could skip multiple levels in one day. If you battle, not yet. Okay, first of all, you gotta go live daily. I'm gonna say that. That's probably key. And if you are a battler and you have a community and a team of people that are gonna get you there, if you get a lot of points in a battle and you're battling consistently, maybe constantly, you can go from D to A pretty quickly. Or if you're a grow room, your room is rooming, people gifting, people liking, people sharing, people commenting, people gifting. All those points are coming through, or all those rewards are coming through, and diamonds are being collected, you'll move up the rankings pretty quickly. So you go from D to A. So literally, it just depends. It could happen in a week, 2 weeks, or a year, 2 years. So it just depends on what you're doing. If you're new here, be sure to follow the live host, Dr. Lisa is the truth. And sweetie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The Real Glam Life Closet, aka iridescent. Okay, friend. I feel like it totally depends. Yeah, it totally depends. Yeah. Lots of big gifts and heart me's. Yep, yep. A lot of big gifts, heart me's. Thanks. Yeah, so it goes from D 54321, C 54321, B 54321, A 321. They cut out the 5 and the 4. Not sure why, but they did. How you doing, Lauren? New here. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Are you a live host, friend? Thank you so much for being here. And you're new or to, you're not totally new, but you're new, fairly new. Thank you so much for being here. Every time you say my name, you laugh every time I say it. Say your name. So I know you said the story was that you're going to change it to the other account. You're going to go back to iridescent. So are you trying to do that as of next week as well? Next week. I think that's what you were saying. Um, I appreciate your friend. So yeah, Lauren, let me know if you have questions. Anybody else who are new to the room, if you have questions, like I said, this is a room. You say yes. Okay, awesome. This is a room where if you have questions as a newbie, please ask it. If there's something about what I'm talking about here that does not resonate with you, you don't understand it, I'll probably say something. You were like, I didn't know that. And you'll be like, I didn't know that neither. And then I didn't know that. And I'm okay with that. If you have a question that you're like, why do people do this? What does that mean? What's going on here? Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. I don't profess to have all the answers. And I will say this, there's always somebody in a room that has an answer, that knows some information. Dr. Damaris, how are you, friend? Hold on one second. You're the best. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I'm doing well, friend. I am having a great day. Um, TikTok. I love your information. Thank you so much, for info. Appreciate your friend. I We're getting through the last final phases of Community Fest. Community Fest has been a thing. Not that it's a bad thing, and always smile. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for that. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just a thing. It is a thing. So it's all good though. Obviously, May and June have been an interesting period in the shadows for me. So I haven't had the visibility and engagement in my live in quite some time. So this was a nice respite from that. But definitely have to think about things more strategically moving forward. I just popped in, not sure we're talking about. What we're talking about. We are talking about. So, Lauren, thank you so much for coming in. First of all, um, we were talking about Community Fest. So let me first start there, and then my friend, my friend um, Deb, she asked the question about faceless, being faceless, and just the strategy with being faceless and selling products. And so that's probably what you heard me responding to at one point. Is overstate is welcome. Yes, it's overstate is welcome. Yes, it has. It has. Overstate is welcome. Absolutely. Yes, it has. Yeah, we're in the last couple of phases of it. I'm getting I'm not gonna I can't respond to the battle, so I've gotten a couple of battle requests. I'm gonna um, deny those. But yeah, it has overstayed its welcome. So here's what I will say. Community Fest, real quick for you, Lauren, is what we're talking about right now. The treasure box is here. Community Fest is here. If you swipe, you might need to swipe to see the Community Fest icon. If you click it, it shows, scroll down, it shows for you. It'll probably land on my screen to show me as the live host in the fan club. And then you can toggle over to for you. And with that, you can see what exactly TikTok is telling you as a viewer, because you're a viewer now, as a viewer in terms of what you should be doing in terms of the votes. So if you click the treasure box, you can click the treasure box and claim a vote. And then you can come over here and cast that vote. Because you're in my room, you would cast it, it would only be cast for me, versus you can keep it and go to someone else's room and cast the vote for them, okay? Your name is now in the battle streets. Is it really? I think it is. It's like, you battle all the time. I'm not a battler. I love that. No, I am not in these streets like that. Thank you so much, all who have come in the room. So that's the Community Fest. Because we have made, as a community, we have made the Community Fest fan club round. It's the global super level fan club round. And essentially, anybody who comes in, if you claim the Daily Heart Me, and then if you click Community Fest, it tells you a couple tasks that you need to do. It says to send comments. I think it says 5. Somebody said they had 10 comments too. But send comments, and then maybe even send a gift. The popular vote is the gift right now that is for the fan club. And so the popular vote is worth 1 point, and then the Daily Heart Me is worth 2 points. And then you'll see inside my wish box here, this is the live gold box. It is the community fest, and that's worth 2 points. And so just know that that's all part of this particular campaign, the treasure box community fest. And then there's an encore version of this, and we're somewhat participating in that too, where essentially we've checked all the boxes for at least today to say, okay, we are participating in Community Fest. We've done all the things, but we still need to get comments. I am looking for 35 more comments. 35 more comments will let us hit our goal for Community Fest, and 35 individual comments that are fan club comments. I'm sorry, individuals who have not commented. Let me say that differently. If you have not commented, but you have given the Daily Heart Me, put a comment in the chat. So that way we can fulfill that particular goal too. So anyone, and what I will tell you is my people who come in and claim the Daily Heart Me, it actually tells you, that's what I was about to ask. When you click the Daily Heart Me, does it say add a comment anymore for the 30 points? Does it say that? You know what, I click claim so quickly, I never stopped to read it. Let me know if it still says that, because I wonder if people are seeing that anymore. It still says it? Okay. Yes. So people aren't claiming their points. They're not getting their points because they're not putting a comment in. I always put a comment in. So, I mean, that's probably why it goes unnoticed, because when I come into the Daily Heart Me, my next step is to put a comment in, and then I go back and claim the points. So maybe that's how I do it. Hello, Yuji. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, I think that's how I do it. Appreciate everybody here. Let me know, again, if you are new. Lauren, let me know if that answered your question. One of the things I'll say, Lauren, let me know if you're still in the room. You might have been passing through, so you may not still be in the room. If you are still in the room, there's another aspect that I wanted to bring up. A comment in for the comment points? Yes. I appreciate you, friend. You like, let me send you sent some comments already though. But yeah, that's that yeah, comment there's a comment point. If you click you'll see it. There's a lot of points in there. Yes. Yeah. There's comment points and then there is the other things that are in there. Yeah. So anyone who sent a daily heart me, like I said, I'm gonna stay on to 6:30, so maybe another 20 minutes or so. But let me know if you have questions. Also about Community Fest, like I said, it is phasing out, so it's ending. And then this live, essentially what I was gonna talk about, and I did talk about it a little bit. You guys, one of the things I showed you was I said live host hacks for you. So when I showed you guys that comment, I don't know if how many of you all knew that or saw that, but that was pretty much the hack. I could re-show it again if you were not in the room where I showed that. But I wanted to make sure you guys saw that, because when you go live as a live host, you can see how people are engaging your live. So that's a quick way to look and see how people are supporting your live. And as viewers, I tell people it's really what you put into a live is what you get out. And so if you are someone, you say, show me. All right, friend, I'll show you. If you're someone who is lurking and watchers matter. I tell you guys all the time, you want to be a watcher, that's fine. You can be a watcher. That helps with the views in the room. Hopefully you're a watcher in the room. And you're showing. You said hello. And then if you are tapping the screen, those likes matter. Okay? And then if you're sharing out the live, those shares matter. You can hold my nose down. If you press the middle of the screen, hold my nose down. You can share the live out and send it out to your supporters. And then if you also comment, the comments matter. Yep, all that matters. Thank you so much. Let me show you, Eugene, I'll show you exactly what I was talking about. Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you all. We are doing the Community Fest. I'm gonna put a couple, let me put a couple treasure boxes up. We are about to phase out the treasure boxes. I'm gonna be on for the next 20 minutes. And then with, you said, I am watching. You are watching and sharing, friend. Thank you, Luna, for sharing. I appreciate you. So as you are coming in, go ahead and make sure you claim the treasure box. And then if you haven't gotten a chance, click the Daily Heartbeat and then put a comment in as well. You said, I'm in the room though. There you go. You putting comments in too. So all that comments matter. I tell people all the time, if you click the number of people in the room, there's a question mark in the top corner. It tells you what happens. How to become a top viewer, essentially. Top viewers are people who are liking the live. Thank you so much, Laura. Make sure you say hello in the chat. We're collecting comments right now. We're doing it for Community Fest. So say hello. And then when you share out the live, when you tap the screen, you are also getting points for that. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes of tapping. So liking the live, that's where you do that. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Kathy? And then when you are commenting, you get 3 points for every comment that you do, every 10 minutes of comments as well. And then obviously gifts, you get a point for every coin you send or spend. So all that is part of your engagement. So I say that to you all. So here is the deal. Thank you all who are coming into the live. Again, if you came in and you got the Daily Heartbeat, make sure you drop a quick comment that says hi or hello so we can track that. Eugene, really quickly, here is what I shared earlier. All I'm doing is doing the hand heart green screen. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull up the one I just did with Coach Miss Jessie. I did that about 15 minutes ago. And so you guys can see this screen. Let me shrink it. And so what is here is you can see where she's engaging in here. You see this area right here says comments. You see it says here, it says sending. I should have did a new one because I know she sent more than 18 now. But it says she sent 18 comments. You can see it there. Yes. So I'm going to click that arrow. You see that arrow right next to it. I'm going to click that arrow. So when I click the arrow, it looks like this screen. It'll go to this screen. Okay, how you doing, friends? Thank you so much. Thank you all who are coming in. If you're clicking the Daily Heartbeat, make sure you drop a comment for us as well. Appreciate you. So then it breaks down the contribution to the live. So when you click that arrow, it tells you how long that person has watched your live. It tells you how many comments. You see that arrow there? How you doing, friend? Appreciate you so much. This is interesting. Yeah, it's in there for you all. And then it shows you a breakdown of the comments. It'll show the last 10 comments. It doesn't show all 18. It'll show the last 10, the more recent 10. And then it says the shares that happen, and this is the likes. Okay? So this is here for you. Can I give you a shout out? Hello, friend. How are you? Make sure you connect. You gotta get a bio, friend. I can't give you a shout out. I know who you are. You gotta put words in your bio. That's gonna be your homework. Make sure you have you put some words in your bio, and so really for TikTok, not necessarily for me, but for TikTok. And then when you come in a live, people can know who you are and what you're all about, friend. So yeah, so all this is here for you. Okay, so this is all here for you. This is data that you can see in terms of how people engage. And then when it comes to the comments, somebody will say, oh, did you miss my comment? What's good about it, if it's a recent comment within the last 10 comments, I can click here and see what the comment was. So Renee, earlier, she was in the room and she said, hey, did you see my last comment? I was like, no, I missed it. So I literally just clicked here and saw the comment that I had missed. And so just know that that is there for you, so that you can know what exactly has happened in your live. If there's some things, if the room gets to rooming and you miss some things, all you do to get to that is click the person's photo. You click their photo, and then you're able to get to that. My friends who have come into the live, we are doing Community Fest. You see the treasure box and the Community Fest icon there. We are also participating in Community Fest Encore. So if you just came in and clicked the Daily Heartbeat, put a comment in. That's the thing I'm missing. I'm missing 35 comments. So all you have to do is say hello, and that comment will count so that we can try to achieve the goal in the next 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do it, friends. Okay? So that's my Daily Heartbeat, folks. I know some of you come in and you're like, I just wanted to not be noticed. But I just told you, you get in whatever you put in is what you get out. So if you're just trying to lurk and not be noticed, then you're not going to grow. You're not going to grow that way, because people are not going to know you are around. They're not going to know you. So it's going to be important for you to engage fully so that you can get the most out of this. And then I point to who are the top engagers. You always want to see who is in the room, who is engaging, and those are the people that you want to also connect with. Okay, let me be clear about that. I don't know if you knew that. You want to connect with the people who are high engagers, okay? Because those people are high engagers here, and they also are high engagers in other spaces, other lives, content. They're high engagers. So you want to always align yourself with high engagers. And then ultimately, you want to be a high engager so that you can get the most out of your TikTok experience. And if you are a live host and you are not engaging fully, and you are not talking to your audience and telling them how to engage, then you're missing something in a very strategic way. You are missing out. You might come back to me and say, why don't I get engagement? It's like, well, you gotta look at the person in the mirror. You gotta look at yourself, because you need to be a high engager as well. Dr. Lee's comments may not be registered because they need to put a full sentence. You know what? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna say I don't think so, because I don't think the last few people have put a comment in at all. But I think the new people come in the room, they said hello, that popped in. So I think the last few people have not actually clicked the Daily Heartbeat in or put a comment in at all. So that's what's happened. Yeah, but I don't think that's somebody because I think somebody had done it before. They just put hi in and it showed up. It's the same thing as the flash goal. It's one per person. So it's not it's one per person. It's unique fan club members. So they would have to first of all put a comment in to begin with. Yeah, I've had a couple of people come in and they just didn't put a comment in. And you really should. That is That is part of the etiquette. Daily heart means say hello. That's pretty much what you want to do. Um, but you know, sometimes that gets overlooked and people don't realize that. That's totally fine. And I get it. All right, friends. We're winding down. I'm gonna put a few more up, but we're gonna wind down in the next 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna try to hold true to ending things around 6:30, so that I can be a little bit more productive with my evening. You guys know I'm not doing shop tonight. Oh, my battery just glitched on me. Let me get my battery charged. I'm not doing TikTok shop tonight. Um, I may squeak in one tomorrow. Uh, Particularly, I might go live with some electronics. Go live with um, the what is that thing called? The air fryer. I haven't decided yet. I've done 3 air fryer videos. I think I've satisfied my obligation to the air fryer. But we'll see. I may go live with it just because it's not a bad idea, but especially since it's on the deals for you days. Um, and I need to read up on the deals. Anybody else doing shop in the room? I need to read up on deals for you days because I think this is like the first phase of it, and then there's like a second phase. Anybody know the answer to that? Like, what's the second phase, and when does it start? Does it start tomorrow or does it start later in the week? I don't know why the 7th is popping in my head. Thank you so much, Kate Faith. How are you, friend? How is everything going? Um, yeah, anybody know about shop? I want to start shoppable lives next Thursday. Oh, really? Great. Appreciate your friend. And so I want to see her comment went through. She just said great. Yeah, it came through. I just want to make sure when we said it, she said it in one word. Thank you so much, K Faith Yoga. Appreciate your friend. I have a few items from your shop. Oh, do you really? Okay, okay, awesome. Did you add them to your showcase? Yeah. So add them to your showcase and do some shoppable videos on them. And then you said you're gonna start going live, so you'll have products too to go live. Anybody? The whole yes, I did. Okay, perfect, perfect. The whole question seriously about the deals for you days. Anybody know the answer to that? Because I know I need to look it up, and I will look it up. But I was trying to make sure I understood what was my timeline. Is it something I need to do kind of sooner than later? Um, you said no idea. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm like, if it is something that is more urgent for me to focus on, meaning tonight, but I'm not gonna do. I'll just miss the opportunity because there's no way for me to be able to do that tonight. I won't be able to do it. All right, friends, we are gonna be in our last 10 minutes of going live here. Let me know. I just put up one more treasure box. I'm gonna let that wind down. We'll let that wind down. It'll open up in 5 minutes, and then the other ones open up too within the 5 to 10 minute range. 5 minutes, and then I think it stays up for 5 minutes. Um, but if you have any last minute questions about going live, like I said, I talked about the live hacks. I showed you guys that. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. Um, and then if you have any questions about going live, let me know. That particular, any new people in the room, I don't think we have too many new people still left in the room, but any new people in the room, if you are curious about the live process, let me know that as well. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the viewership too. And if you don't have a bio, you always want to make sure you are creating, updating your bio so that TikTok knows who you are and what you're about. And then when you come into a live room, we know who you are as well. And then that becomes part of your engagement strategy. So just know that that's something you want to be intentional about because TikTok is paying attention to all that engagement, friends. Okay? So I say that to you all, just making sure you guys understand what happens when you come to a live room. Okay? Because I was looking and a few of our friends who are here, they don't have bios. And they're new as well. So let me know if you have any questions, my new people. Um, And then, like I said, in the next 24 hours, I will, by midnight tonight, I'm going to be launching my coaching services. I'll be talking about that next week. So you guys will hear me talking about that in a very intentional way. I'm probably going to think more strategically about how long I go live. Like, what does that look like to go live for 2 plus hours? I'm a lean toward not doing it as much because I want to make sure I have enough time to support anybody I'm meeting with. And then, how long should I do a live to start? Oh, look at you, friend. You hadn't started yet. Look at you. Um, how long should you do a live to start? So you have to do a total of 3 lives, 3 separate days. Um, Ideally within 24 hours of each other. So maybe a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Try to do your live, and then unlock. That's where you unlock all full access to the live stream. You might not have the ability to have multi guests, the guests or co-host, or be able to pin comments. So when I pin comments, I'm touching the words of your comment. A screen pops up and it says pin this comment. So you may not have the ability to do that if you've only done one live. TikTok says you have to do 3 lives over the course of 30 minutes. So theoretically, you could do 10 minutes the first one, 10 minutes the second one, 10 minutes the third one. I would encourage you to get used to going to 30 minutes as a minimum, at a minimum, so that you can maximize the Scale Live Rewards program. That's how you get paid for the live. So TikTok, if you get gifts or other gifts or do followers, that engagement that comes in your live, daily heart me, then that's where you are able to get the full amount of that, 40% of it, um, by going at least 25 minutes or higher. Okay, so get in the habit of at least going 30 minutes on average, if nothing else. What time zone am I in? I'm on the east. I'm on the Eastern time zone, Brianna. Um, so um, yeah, I'm on the East Coast in Florida, Orlando, Florida. And so, yeah, if you so I would say get used to going at least 30 minutes. That would be my recommendation. Good information. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know people who are nervous and uneasy about this. They're trying to figure out like how long, what does it look like? 30 minutes may seem like a long time. It goes quickly. It does. It's one of those things where if you, as you're engaging with your audience and talking to them, it will go fairly quickly. Especially if you're getting a lot of comments and questions and stuff and engagement in your live. Before you know it, you're like, okay, it's 45 minutes, it's an hour. So, and to this point, I've gone officially live right now in 2 hours and 12 minutes. And I could have easily told you I thought it was only an hour, but it's been 2 hours and 12 minutes. So it goes so quickly. Before you know it, it's almost over. And so I'm looking at the time now. It's like, gosh, I said I was gonna stick to a hard stop at 6:30. So yeah, so just know that the time goes quickly, and you're meeting with your audience, you're connecting with them, and so you'll be able to grow. Let me know if there's other questions, friends, especially my newbies in the room. We're winding down on the community fest, and we are winding down in a couple different ways because Dr. Lisa is I think I'm out of the treasure box game for a minute. Hopefully I am, because I've tried to play along. I've been playing along, y'all, and we'll see. He said hi. Also, thank you. I'm new. You're welcome, friend. Appreciate you being here. You are new. You need a bio. Hi. I'm gonna give you homework. Thank you so much, Shauna. Put a comment in. Say hello for me, so that way we can make sure we get the community fest comment um, as well. Do you know anything about making apps? No, I don't. I don't. I wish I did. You said I'm following you. Appreciate you, friend. So let me explain really quickly with the bio. Thank you for the great information. You are so welcome, friend. Um, let me say really quickly bio. So put words in your bio. It's for TikTok first of all, so TikTok knows who you are and what you're all about. And then TikTok will use that information to categorize you as people are searching for your content, searching for the topics of your content. Then TikTok will send it to those people. So when you produce content, you want to make sure it aligns with the things that's in your bio or some of the keywords you use in your bio. And then ideally your audience will engage with that content first. And then TikTok will send it out to maybe 300 other people. And then they're going to engage, ideally, if it resonates with them. That's why you got to be intentional about your topic. And so that's part of the whole search engine optimization. Then, when you come into live, we see it too because we click your photo and we learn a little bit more about you. So that's how people will start engaging with you in the live stream because they learn about you. So it's important to always have a bio. And if you want to be anonymous, because that's when your bio doesn't show up, I tell people you can be anonymous on this app. You don't think it's your photo. You can make up a name. Nobody will never know who you are. So, but make sure if you're going to show a photo, have a name, be engaging in that way, put words in your bio. Make sure your words there. We did good. Congratulations, Homeroom. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. New here, Shawana. How are you? But I'm a supporter of great women. There we go, friend. Hello from Nashville. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, for me to get 30 more comments, I missed a whole slew of people who probably came in and got the Daily Heartbeat but did not drop a comment. But that's okay. So for me to get 30 more comments, I would have to probably sit here for another hour. And I don't have the time to do that. So, oh, okay, understood. Could I just be a reposter? Could you just be a reposter? Reposter of other people's content? You don't get credit for it. You don't get credit for that. If you got to post your own content to get credit. You know, people may click and follow you after reposting somebody's content, but no. In most cases, it does nothing for you besides just on the screen where you reposted content. That's where it's listed, but nobody sees that. So, well, I shouldn't say that. Let me say that differently. If somebody clicked to your page, they can scroll and see that and see it as reposted content. You get 0 likes. So if you look at your page now, you've only been reposting content and you have 0 likes. That means nobody's been able to engage with your content. So here in a live, separate page commenting, new people. Separate people commenting, new people. I might have missed something. Hold on. Let me go back up. Okay, do you need separate comments? Do you need a separate comments? You know what the comment is for? The Daily Heart Me fan club. So if you were someone who did not, if you were somebody who has like 2 accounts and the other account didn't get the Daily Heart Me, you can come in and get the Daily Heart Me, put a comment in. So that could work. There's a few people in the room who do that have multiple pages, and they come in under different pages to make sure that they're support the live. So that would work. But yeah, that's how it would work. Yeah, I think that's what you're asking me. Oh, you said oh. For several people. Yeah. How is everyone doing? Thank you, Shenanigans. How are you, friend? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. See, now we have 68 of 100. Yay, look at y'all. How is everybody doing? Thank you so much. So what was I about to say? Brina, is that it, Brina? You said I'm doing well. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, friend. I think I saw you, Coach Miss Jessie. Just fabulous. Yes. So yeah. So reposting other people's content doesn't have an impact to your page in terms of likes or views or even really followers. Yeah. So it really won't be an upside for you. There are people who thought that was that think that's a strategy, and they think, oh, well, I have this content on my page. It's not your content, it's somebody else's content. So you're helping them theoretically, because anytime somebody engages with that content, they get the credit for it. You don't. So if you look at your profile page, you'll see where you have 0 likes. That's essentially what's happening. You said I never knew that. It's an engaging for you. There's no engagement for you. If you don't have the content, if you've never posted anything, now that person theoretically, if they went to your page and they saw that you have reposted something, like say right now, if somebody, let's do this. I don't know if you could do it from inside the live. You can't. If you went to Brina's page right now and saw where she ever posted, some cute little videos and stuff, she reposted other people's content, and then you went to go to her page to engage, or you went to that page to engage, and you want to engage with her content, she has no content. So you can't engage with her content. You're engaging with other people's content. Yes, I reposted, get nothing from it. Yeah, yeah. It's you don't get credit for that. That's the other person. So y'all can repost my content as much as y'all want. Take the credit. Go ahead and think you do. No, but my point is you don't get credit for it. So it really is important for you to produce your own content. Yeah. Um, you said I got an extra comment in. You did. I see my 69 of 100. Thank you so much, Coach Miss Jessie. Okay, let me paraphrase. Can I comment 30 times, or do you need others to comment to you? Yes, I need others to comment. Shauna, you're so sweet. You say, let me explain myself, because I'm just gonna keep commenting for you. No, friend, it's unique. It's unique fan club members. Yeah, so I wish I would have been hit my numbers if that was the case, but no. No, it's all unique commenters. So Coach Miss Jessie, she was in the room under her other page, so she just came in, commented, and that page got the credit. So that was great. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. Yes, I like to repost to get it out in TikTok world again. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a great support for that creator. Well, yeah. Like I said, if y'all want to repost my content, go right ahead, repost my content. But yeah, that's supporting the other person. But and it's a great deed. But you don't get anything for it. You give a heart and a comment, except for points. Um, you gotta have content. Now see, I think what we're talking about, Shauna, is that you gotta have content. If you're 100% reposting, now if you had content for people to engage in, that's not a bad strategy. You should repost. You do get points for that. You do get credit for it. But if you're not producing content, it does nothing for you. Yeah, so it does nothing for you. So creators benefit from hearts, subscribers, and giving virtual gifts. Yes. Yes. Creators. Yes. 100%. I'll sign in for my other account. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. So you're looking for comments. You know what? It's part of the Community Fest Encore. It's part of the Community Fest Encore competition. And so that's what it is. So I think I'm right at 70. Let me see. Is it 70? It might be 69 still. Yeah, 69 of 100 comments that are needed. So 31. And so let me answer the question. Yeah. If you post content, so if you post content, that's great if you have your own original content. So bring up let me explain what your question got at, and I just want to make sure you knew this, because you do have a very new account. So there's multiple ways to monetize on TikTok. So what you're driving at in terms of the subscribers and giving virtual gifts are ways that people who are on the app are looking to monetize. From hearts, tapping, sitting the likes and stuff, that's not necessarily the monetization. That's supporting live or supporting their content. And so you as a viewer, you get points for that. There is a point system in that. But when you give a gift, or a virtual gift, whether in the live or in someone's content, to have the virtual gifts for content, you have to have 10,000 followers. The live, you don't. You can go live with 50 followers in a blue box. So you can go get live access pretty early. And people who send you gifts, like Coach Miss Jessie, thank you, friend, who sent the Community Fest gifts. Those are gifts. So that is a gift that I get a percentage of. TikTok takes the majority, but I do get a percentage of that gift by her sending that. Okay. And that particular gift is worth think of it as 1 penny. Okay. Probably a little bit under a penny, but think of it as 1 penny. So TikTok takes 60% of that penny. I get 40%. There's some other math involved in that, but we'll just say 60-40 for this, for the sake of this argument. This example rather. And so just know as you are going live and you're increasing and getting different gifts. Oh, look at the crushed butterfly. That's cute. Um, you're getting monetized based off that. The other thing you put into the chat was subscribers. So I have subscribers. That's what that star represents. Subscriptions is another form of monetization. So when you go on someone's page, you can subscribe there, or you can come into the live and subscribe there. So that means that you're getting, as a viewer or a subscriber, you're getting special benefits that the live host is offering you. Okay, or that the creator is offering you. Maybe they're offering, my benefits are that we do sub only lives. We do I do premium. Our premium packages where I'll do a profile audit for you and just look over your profile and do a review, or I'll come to your live and do a live stream audit. So those are part of my package. Thank you, Shauna, for the hand heart. Appreciate your friend. So you have to be on daily in the beginning after you get 50 followers. No, you do not. You do not. You do not. Um, yeah, it depends on your growth strategy. If you want to grow, you're going to be on at least 3 to 4 days a week from a live post perspective. From a content creation perspective, for your content to get out there and to start having some traction and having people engage in your content and connect, you might want to post content. People do suggest posting content daily. There's some strategies out there that say you should be posting 3 to 4 times a day. There are even some other strategies out there that says that you should even be posting, 10 to 15 times a day. And so that is a choice. It's a choice if you want to engage at that level. But it could be a choice that could pay off in the long term, maybe in the short term. So just know that you have agency to do whatever you want to do. Whatever your heart's content desires, you have 100% agency to do it. But it just depends on what your goals are when it comes to monetizing and growing on the app. Yeah, so that's what I would say. Thank you all. I appreciate you all coming in, supporting the live. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Let me know if there are questions. If you are new, are you doing shops? I'm not, Nika. Mm-mm. Yeah, I gotta make sure that my coaching services, I'm trying to launch that today. Luna, thank you so much, friend. Um, I'm trying to launch my coaching services today. So I got some tasks to do with that tonight, just to get it up and out there. And then so yeah, I'm doing that tonight. And then I am, thank you all, I appreciate you, friend. And then I am gonna be back tomorrow at 4. Oh, you're welcome, friend. I appreciate you sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. There's a lot of nuances to being on this app. Yeah, so there's a lot of little nuances, but at the same time, you can grow and be successful. By all means, you can grow. And growth is relative to what type of growth you want. No morning tomorrow. I know by 10 o'clock. I'll be here 10 and 4. I'm still sticking to 10 and 4. I haven't changed. Is that what you're asking? I'm still doing 10 and 4. And then I am doing, look at that. I appreciate you. Thank you for that, friend. Appreciate you. Chat and popcorn. Okay, good. You said back at 4. Did I say back at 4? I'm sorry. So cute. It was cute. I will be back at 4, but I'll be back at 10 too. I'll be back at both. He said that which just shows me I'm not following you. Really? But now I am. Okay, look at you, friend. Okay, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, friend. Yes. You're always welcome. Appreciate your friends. You guys are awesome. Awesome. On my other account, there we go. And that actually gave me the 70. So the 70 of 100. So like I said, I would probably have to be on here for a whole nother hour if I was going to get the last 30. But it is fine, friends. It is totally fine. I appreciate you all. That's what this is all about. You reached level 10. Look at you, friend. Good job. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow at 10 and 4. And I'll be talking about the coaching services. That's pretty much what I'm gonna promote. And then we are gonna get things moving and shaking. And like I said, I have to be intentional about that whole growth and plan and stuff, because I think I'm gonna have to limit maybe the first. I'll probably, it's funny. It'll probably be like a soft launch or a pilot launch, just so I can still kind of see what the growth strategy looks like, and not just overwhelm myself. So I'll probably end up doing like 5 and 5 for each program. So, the first 5 for the accelerator, the first 5 for the extended, do a promotional deal, do that type of stuff, and just see how it goes. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. And to see how I can make sure I'm able to support people at that, with that time frame, that type of capacity. I'm going to message you right now. Okay, perfect. And then just knowing that I need to be able to have the capacity to take it all on. Okay, so that's my thinking. And then obviously over, especially with a weekly commitment of meeting with people and connecting with them and trying to be consistent on my end, as anybody is being consistent on their end. So I'll keep you guys posted. That those are the things that's going on in my head, and I just got to make sure I be intentional about writing that out and putting all the details in there in terms of expectations and stuff. All right, friends, I so appreciate you all joining me this evening. Let me know if you have questions, and we'll go from here. And I'm excited. Have a good night. I will. Appreciate you. Take care, everybody. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Let me know if you have any last minute questions. Take care. Bye bye.